Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. You're watching this because a headline on your screen claims that XRP, along with Bitcoin, is getting all the attention. And this can be interpreted in various ways. But I'll tell you right off the bat in this video, it appears like XRP has the highest expectations of any cryptocurrency in years. It's possible to rewind the clock to 2 years ago, when XRP hit a high of $2 and everyone was ecstatic. Now, I do believe we would have had a new all-time high if not for the SEC shenanigans. XRP is the only top 10 crypto that didn't set a new all-time high compared to the prior cycle, therefore I have a strong suspicion that this is the case. Putting that aside, however, it is quite evident that there is significant interest, even at the institutional level. To this day, I believe that much of the market activity we've seen, and I say yay to this, honestly, I'm delighted for this, has to do with the anticipation of not just a result about the case, but the favorable conclusion. The SEC Ripple case is important, but this isn't the only thing to consider if you're an analyst looking at these data. XRP future is bright, according to technical analysts. So, that's what I'd like to discuss. Oh, and this was excellent news as well. Those of you who had XRP stored on Coinbase at the time of the flare snapshot at the end of 2020 should hopefully have already heard the good news. But if you aren't, then hopefully I can brighten your day a little. Did Coinbase start giving out flare tokens today? So, I don't know if they've finished it yet, but they've definitely gotten started. They claim to have begun operations today. And it gets better. Maybe not better. And it's good, too. The most crucial step is actually receiving it. Flare's impending listing on Coinbase, nevertheless, is almost as exciting. So, I guess I'll just have to wait and see what develops. Given that the original airdrop was followed by exactly one flare drop, I must admit that I'm intrigued. And I'm really interested in the second flare drop to see if the predicted drastic price drop due to increased availability of everything actually occurs. To be honest, I have my doubts about it. However, I do want to clarify something before we go any further. No, I don't come from a moneyed family. Nothing I say or write should be taken as recommendations to purchase or sell any security. I'm just a fan that occasionally posts films to YouTube regarding crypto-related subjects for pleasure and as a pastime. Bitcoin has been trading at or above $30,000 for the majority of the last 24 hours. I'm capturing this at this very moment. Give it 5 more seconds, though. Perhaps, maybe not. Here you have the 24-hour high for Bitcoin and XRP, both of which are hovering about 51 cents. For the record, let me say this. Therefore, it did reach a peak of $30,456. So, the Bitcoin bears who predicted a price of $12,000 while the cryptocurrency was trading at around $15,000 didn't get their wish, especially in November of last year. There's no way you can comprehend it. The one exception I will never accept is the occurrence of a black swan. But if you're only considering technical analysis, shouldn't you just give up now? You guys really shouldn't pass judgment on us. Bitcoin, however, was the catalyst for a decrease in price activity. But the beginning stages are there to be seen, so yeah. At 8:35 p.m., I got a call. Time in the Central Standard Time Zone, because that's where I am. You can see exactly where I'm making a big circle. Obviously, this is a chart of the past 24 hours. The value of Bitcoin just crashed. I would say it plunged. Presumably, it's still more than $30,000. At 8:35 p.m., Bitcoin XRP performed essentially the same thing. And simply mimicked Bitcoin's movements. It's not surprising given how similarly the markets have been behaving. And XRP hit a 24-hour high of over 53 cents. It seems that the price trend is the same. Bitcoin's 46.67% market share remains unchanged at a total of $1.24 trillion. 65 on the fear and greed scale when it comes to crypto. People appear to be in generally excellent spirits. The XRP price is expected to surge upward in the immediate term, right? The crypto news headline is as follows. A leading analyst predicts a 47% increase in XRP value, but I'm not going to waste my time reading the paper. I'll just state the obvious here. They discussed the findings of an analyst who, to be fair, didn't know much about the topic. From what I can tell, he's not only discussing XRP, but crypto in general. So, it's unclear whether he identifies with the XRP community or not. However, he did jot down some notes here. I think her name is Ali Martinez. If XRP can close out the next 3 trading days above 54 cents, it could be in for a 47% gain. If XRP manages to break through, it could surge to 80 cents. Now, although I confess that I wasn't familiar with this particular analyst, I wanted to highlight this because I've seen similar projections from a number of experts. There may be some variation in the exact types of clothing that must be sold at a premium over a certain price range. However, I keep seeing different analysts say, if you get that close and if it holds and if you turn what was resistance into support, then it doesn't matter if it's 52 cents or 53 cents or 54 cents. That's great news, and it should propel XRP to the next level. And this analyst thinks it would be around 80 cents in this instance. Here's yet more case in point. The Daily Huddle published an article providing the viewpoint of chart analyst Michael van der Pop, who, for the record, is not a fan of XRP for obvious reasons. People used to razz him a little for making utterly ludicrous predictions for the XRP price action, but I think he's being a little more intellectually honest now than he was before. The SEC versus Ripple lawsuit was dismissed more than 2 years ago. He doesn't like XRP very much, and I don't think he really believes what he's saying. But things started to go downhill from there for him. I didn't see him make any more forecasts like that after XRP price went from 17 cents to $2 when the lawsuit was settled. In any case, that's intriguing. Could that not have been a good outcome for him? I believe he's being intellectually honest and not saying anything outlandish when he says that if XRP breaks out resistance at 53 cents, it will convert into support. This is in line with the prediction of the other analysts present. Another analyst who believes a significant upward movement is imminent. It's not impossible by any means. This time it was just another impulse. Now, we shall see. And this is happening as institutional money continues to pour into XRP, despite predictions that the cryptocurrency would have dropped out of the top 10 by now. Many have speculated that the value is 0 at the moment. Those forecasts have matured like excellent milk, you know. True, the cream of the milk crop. Oh, but I see you have a headline up today. Bitcoin and XRP are the new coins. The crypto giants are the bets of the traditional investors. Look, this is just another product that works like XRP. Yen. Commanding all the attention. As expected. I've seen high hopes for XRP in the past year or two than I ever had before, and I can see why. More and more people are starting to see it, including the naysayers. There will be no eventual end to XRP. As long as it serves a purpose, it will be around. This is true. That's why the world has inhabitants. I count myself among the group that is so damn dedicated to our cause. I'm going to see it through because I believe it will be worth millions of dollars in the future. Also, I never pretend to be an expert. I'm fully aware of the possibility that I'm mistaken and end up back at square one. Every night I go to bed and cry myself to sleep. So it goes, I suppose. However, I do mean it. That is not the most likely consequence, in my opinion. However, the article notes that there have been significant inflows, notably into Bitcoin, with the majority of the money coming through CoinShares weekly reports and inflows of $57 million into digital assets over the past week. And while the vast majority of money was invested in Bitcoin, there have been a few caveats in recent weeks. Major outflows occurred. Actually, if memory serves, and I think it does, I recall seeing outflows of like $17 million in that 1 week. In the same week, XRP rose by something like $300,000, if not more. While Bitcoin dropped $17 million that week, XRP rose by an insignificant amount. Please do so. Please give me two. In this scenario, XRP gained $200,000 in value over the past week. However, XRP was predicted to collapse to zero. Not the case. And now institutional investors are pouring in. Let me just say that I appreciate the sight. And now this headline, because where are we headed from here? This is always a good time. This has been and always will be an entertaining discussion. Since the asset class in general still just continues to move in tandem, this is just people offering their opinions on when they think the next major move will come for crypto in general. The Daily Hodl has something to say. Bitcoin about to run to all-time highs quicker than everyone expects, the analyst predicts. His schedule is shown here. Credible cryptography is the topic of discussion. Now I truly appreciate Credible Crypto's viewpoint on things, and he has risked a lot as one of the few experts around. To my knowledge, he is the only expert I follow who has predicted that Bitcoin will reach a new all-time high this year. They just have him. Now, minority opinions can sometimes prove correct. For instance, in 2021, a blockchain supporter predicted a peak for Bitcoin and then remarked, "Hey guys, folks, just here are the metrics." Bitcoin's recent high price is explained below. Not all of them, but a significant number, were openly hostile towards him when several prominent experts came up. Plus, it was absurd to be mocked like that. However, I only bring this up to emphasize that, to the best of my knowledge, he is the only analyst who has ever declared that the top set is in fact the wrong set. And he firmly asserted it. He was right, of course. Everyone else was wrong in their predictions, since many had predicted that Bitcoin's price would rise past $100,000. Therefore, a reputable crypto guy he has been advocating for a lengthier market cycle. He's not the problem, then? Is completely false, as he wasn't. I don't think he ever mentioned a time when it will happen, at least not explicitly. Therefore, he has been referring to this as a prolonged cycle. He's used that label before, so it must be true. Since Bitcoin's price hasn't reached $100,000 in the past few years, he explains that it's just a little portion of a much larger drive. As a result of his novel perspective, he's one of the few analysts who predicts that Bitcoin will reach a new all-time high this year, putting his prediction at over $100,000. Thus, once again, the underdog argument may win out. This happened a few years ago with the blockchain's initial benefactor, so props where they are due. And I have no problem with analysts having different opinions. I'm merely interested in hearing their arguments. I'm glad to hear it. I enjoy being exposed to new points of view. The only thing that bothers me is when people are disrespectful about it. This is his take on it, and I certainly hope he's right. Basically, we're all crossing our fingers that he's right. Right. A widely respected analyst has predicted that Bitcoin would break through to new highs far sooner than the market anticipates. Pseudonymous analyst Credible Crypto advises his 450 clients that they're foolish to expect a prolonged period of consolidation before the next bull run in the cryptocurrency market. At the very least, it looks like the commas were put in the wrong places when he wrote it. However, I'm very sure he's into you. 300. That knows, maybe they are the ones that create YouTube. They also misplace the comma. However, they do mention 339,000 Twitter followers in the following paragraph. The analyst then presents a chart with two scenarios, one that he claims the market generally anticipates and one that he believes is more likely to occur. He believes investors are placing too much weight on the halving of Bitcoins that is scheduled for April of next year and has often followed Bitcoin market cycles. He predicts that this time around, the price of Bitcoin will rise ahead of the half cycle. And he added, quote, "It is virtually unanimously agreed upon on crypto Twitter that this rally will conclude in a 30,000 to 40,000, talking about Bitcoin of course, and give everyone 6+ months to accumulate before we head for new all-time high in 2024 to 2025. The concept of the half cycle. An extraordinary spate of black swan occurrences prompted widespread liquidations and panic selling, leading to a precipitous drop from $30,000. I highly doubt that once we retake these levels, we'll sit back and relax while those who sold out of fear load for the ride to $70,000 and beyond. Quote end quote, that's not how it works. He obviously feels very strongly about this. What happens? We're all going to find out together, right? For the simple reason that we're going to wait. My crypto strategy consists of doing nothing and watching from the sidelines, so that's what I'll be doing for the time being. Following current events is simply a hobby of mine. Fun multiplies when you have something at stake in the outcome. That's why it's so exciting to keep up with crypto on a daily basis, especially if you have actual money invested in the market. Just what the heck is going on? As usual, I'll sit on the sidelines and wait patiently. Let's hope he's right. But if not, the neat thing from my point of view is that no matter what, at some unspecified time in the future, there will be another tremendous run. Because I'm patient as sin, I will also be present. But, there's also this. Good news for those of you who are counting on Coinbase to deliver your Flare tokens, as I mentioned at the beginning of the movie. They have reportedly begun doing this. I have no idea if they have completed this, but it made me very pleased to see. It's all over today. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video, bye.